Well, good afternoon, my YouTube and Facebook friends. Today is February 6th, 2021 at approximately 9 o'clock p.m. The reason I have my headsets on is one, I am trying something different. I am going to both do a video and transcribe my notes into Microsoft Word, which then eventually will go into a series of books, which I am actually writing 3 of them. One is for basic, one is for intermediate, and one is for advanced intuitive classes. And my intuitive and lifelong experiences with metaphysics. I'm going to try to make this video short, which I try to make all of my videos at or approximately 15 minutes to 30 minutes long. How long this will take, I'm not sure. I have just recently spoke with my friend and co-founder of Case Closed Investigation, and because she is an intuitive clairvoyant and has been for about 50 years or more, and I've known her now since the mid-80s. She is very rapidly seeing a lot of different concerns and subject matters that hopefully my microphone on the camera is working, because the microphone here is working with Microsoft Word and it's recording everything that I say, and it seems to be pretty accurate. This is the first video and documented on paper process, so this is a whole new thing for me in regards to trying to inform the general public and my followers as to what's going on. Some of her concerns are basically the vast amount of executive orders that are being written right now, and the lack of the amount of people actually reading these executive orders to see exactly what the content is and to see exactly how it's going to affect not only you, me, but also the status of the United States, the economic value of the United States, the economic value of your dollar, if we have one left, the increase of precious metals and the value of the precious metals. The metals are not going to change, but the price and the value is definitely going to increase and change. So if you want to know what to invest in, you might want to talk to your tax consultant, because I'm no investor and I'm no broker, and I can only tell you what I'm doing, which is heavily investing in as much precious metals as possible. Because eventually, when the American currency becomes worth nothing, your bank account won't be worth anything, and the exchange of American currency to basically pennies on the dollar, it seems to be approaching rather rapidly. The status and the economic value of the United States is decreasing, which is going to make the United States more vulnerable to outside attack. There has been several documented issues where it has been brought to light, let's say, that there's other nations that are going to try to take over the United States without even firing a shot. Now, if you look at the United States and you see how it's transpiring and advancing, you can see how that could be economically feasible to take over the United States by loaning them money and loaning them money and loaning them more money to the point that they are financially in debt to you in the tune of a few $1 billion or $1 trillion. And if you don't pay up, then we will just come back over and we will take your land because you owe us so much that there's no way that you're ever going to afford to take care of it and pay it off. Which will all, in effect, every American in the United States, up to and including individuals coming across the border without going through due process or proper vetting. Her concern, and mine, basically, is why are we selling the water rights of the United States to outside foreign interest groups? Why are we permitting the water rights and the accessibility of the water to the American people? Why are we permitting those water rights to be sold to outside nations? In the past years, I've heard that there was an individual that was a governor of a state that was from another nation that has holdings in a water distribution company. And so that was one reason why those water meters are being put on your properties. You cannot use water without paying your bill. Okay. But now I want to know how much water you used. So I put a meter on your property and I will charge you accordingly, which is economically understandable. But it's no longer use the water and pay the price. It's how much water you're going to use because you are going to pay the price. And now it's come to my attention that there's another nation that, from what I'm to understand, holds approximately 25% of our water rights of the United States because their company is running and overseeing the usage and the distribution of the water. So therefore, we're paying them to own 25% of the United States water rights. How can you sell your water rights? 75% of this planet is water, both above grade and below grade. On the top of the land and down in the ocean, under the land in water plates and water tables. But if you sell those water rights, you now only have 75% available to you, hypothetically, without having to pay for it. They're making it so that you cannot you can't drill wells on your property without a permit. And there's certain areas that you can't drill wells in the water tables at all. And some of that water is not palatable unless you treat it or put it through a distillation process. And not a lot of people know how to do that nowadays. There's a lot of situations that are going on right now that people do not know how to survive without pushing a button and making it happen, which is going to cause a very serious survival crisis when stuff really starts hitting the fan. Now, when I post this video on YouTube, it's going to ask me if, in fact, it's child appropriate. I think anything that's going to affect the child in their future, in their adulthood, they should start learning, including the basics. You can't do add and subtraction without doing it long form in school. There's various different things that children are not learning nowadays without the parents teaching them, because they're not teaching them in sorry, my Microsoft Word is trying to take over, and that is totally unacceptable, so I don't know who's trying to do what. So I am going to disconnect it from the internet and just work directly through my Microsoft Word and through my editing process. One thing that is very important should be, whether the student is going to school or not, the parents should be teaching them morals and ethics and the basics of life. Educate your child properly. Reading, writing, arithmetic, morals, ethics, your philosophical belief. I'm not going to get into philosophical belief because that's a whole different animal, a whole different issue. So many different religions looking at life so many different ways. Yes, I am Christian. Yes, I believe in God. And one reason why I do that is because doing a little bit of editing here while I'm talking. This thing is typing things that I am not saying, and so therefore I'm trying to figure out why. Some of the concerns that my friend had, co-founder, founder of Case Closed Investigation, my friend of at least minimum of 40 years, is that the health of the current president-elect Joe Biden is not looking promising. You can see it in his news releases. You can see it in the State of the Union address that he just did. He can't read the teleprompter. he has a tendency of potentially slurring his words, which leads me to believe, or leads us to believe, that he could potentially have Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, which is not conducive to being a president. If you look at, for those of you that are into numerology, if you look at his full name at birth and his date of birth, as well as the vice president, their futures are not looking too productive, not looking too beneficial to the United States. And then if you look at the third person coming in, that if the president can't do his job, the vice president can't do her job, the next one coming into play would be Nancy Pelosi, from what I am to understand. And we all know how she stands in regards to her political stance. So the future of the United States, based on the current administration, is not looking too positive. If you look at the current investigations, the results and the reports based on the current investigations, based on the last 2020 election, there's a lot of people saying he said, she said, or she said, he said, but the reports themselves are proving that the election wasn't quite right. It wasn't played quite right, and it wasn't managed quite right. And that in itself should then turn back around and put someone else back into place as president. That's my opinion. I don't have the stats in front of me. But I was saying the same exact thing on other videos that I've posted. Saying the same exact thing is, or should be, followed through on in regards to the investigation. Investigations, plural. And the audits that should be done on the databases and the election equipment and the manufacturing and fabrication of the ballots, the unofficial duplication and the unofficial manufacturing of the ballots. When you have thousands of people that have passed on, I don't think that absentee ballot means that they can vote after they're dead. When you look at the absentee ballots of individuals over 100, they might not be valid. But when you do research and that address comes up to a vacant property and there is no house, there's no structure, there's nothing, is a vacant property, it's my understanding that that's a null and void ballot. When you look at the individuals that are underage and should not be voting, and you subtract all of those that are illegitimate ballots or illegal ballots, they should be subtracted from somebody that got that vote completely, which would then make the turning table a little bit more closer to balancing out to maybe, hypothetically, maybe a tie. And or the person that actually lost probably actually won. But if you do a complete forensics audit on the type of ballots, if they were manufactured and they're not a legal ballot, should be discarded. And that vote should be subtracted from whoever got it. Whichever party, doesn't matter. Whoever got that vote, if it was an illegal ballot, fabricated to duplicate somebody else, and or two people or one person voting two times under same name, same address, there's an illegitimate ballot voting here going on. That's common sense. That's just some of the concerns that she and I have. I'm going to look at my notes. Sorry for the delay. I should have planned this out a little bit closer. For some reason, it's not permitting me to open two documents at the same time, so I have to plan this out a little bit better next time I make a video. Right now, I'm looking at 23 minutes on this video, and I just wanted to try to make this quick video letting everybody know that we haven't forgotten, we haven't given up. We will be making other videos. We will be posting them on YouTube. If you would, and you want to, look me up on Facebook. Send me your name, address, and telephone number, and or email address. And or if you're on Facebook, your Facebook link. And you will be one of the first ones to know when I release another video for Ms. Jeannie Morgan, because she's the primary consultant here. Yes, I am a founder, co-founder with her on this project. And we're going to do everything that we can to let you know what's coming up. How you prepare for that is going to be entirely up to you. You can contact me and ask me for my suggestions, but that doesn't mean that that's the cure-all for the problems that are going to be coming up. Oh no, oh no. Up, up. Like I said, this is an impromptu idea. I'm trying it. I want to see how it works out. If I do it and it works out better, I'll have to plan it a little bit better rather than just doing an impromptu video. But like I said, if you like what it is that I'm going to be providing, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that indicator bell so that when I do post a video, you'll be one of the first ones to know that it's online. It will be posted. It will be cross-posted on Facebook, and I will have to edit and correct this after I'm done with the video and after I post it on YouTube. Sometimes it's good when you're intuitive and you see things, but many people that are intuitive say, is this actually a blessing or is this actually a curse? Because a lot of times you see things you don't want to see, and then you turn back around and you shut your mouth because you don't want to scare society, and you don't want to cause a panic, and you don't want to mislead anyone. Definitely don't want to mislead anyone in regards to the topics and the subjects and the turn of events that are going on. So right now it's 27 minutes. Like I say, if you like what we have to share and you're interested in what's coming up, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the indicator bell, notification bell, to be notified when I post a new video. I have been trying, with no luck at that point, to post one video per week. With the pandemic that's been going on and physical sicknesses of not only myself but my friends, and Miss Jeannie Borgen, things have gotten pushed back and forth. So we start to do it and then we can't do it for whatever reason. It seems like there's karmic issues going on that is just trying to stalemate us from one side to the other. But I will not give up. And neither will Jeannie. We will provide, or I will provide, as much information as possible to you. A lot of it will be good. Not all of it. This is not a perfect world, and not everything is going to be cake and ice cream and whipped cream on top. There are bumpy roads coming, and we want you to be prepared, both with supply of food, supply of water, some form of financial exchange, which is hypothetically precious metals will probably never ever go away, and the value will probably never go down, which will more than likely continue to go up. When I was first told to start purchasing gold and silver, when I was first told to purchase gold and silver, silver was $3.50 an ounce. Now, as of like yesterday, it was $26, $29 an ounce. Back then, when I was told to buy gold, 2 grams gold, an ounce of gold, however you can buy the gold, it was $150 per ounce. And now, as of a couple, 2 or 3 days ago, it was over $1,889 per ounce. That's a significant increase. And if you can't afford to buy gold because it costs so much, you can't buy platinum, you can't buy titanium, you can't buy silver, buy copper. Electrical wires throughout the world have copper in it. If precious metals go up, the price of copper is going to increase. So buy copper. If you can't buy silver, you can't buy titanium, you can't buy platinum, you can't buy gold, buy silver or buy copper. Now I may shoot myself in the foot because I'm telling everybody this, and that's because I buy it myself. And if I'm telling everybody else to buy it and everybody else starts buying it, pretty soon the market's going to be to the point that it's not available and I can't buy it, which then I shot myself in the foot because now I can't find it. But I think I'm comfortable at this point. What's in my safety deposit box in the bank is okay, fine. It's there. Nobody can touch it. When push comes to shove, I'll get it back out. I'll exchange it. But what my friends need to do, and family of friends need to do, is to make sure that you're stable with your supply, batteries, water, food, toilet paper. If you can find toilet paper nowadays. Toilet paper on the shelves are virtually gone. Matter of fact, if you're not careful, the price of toilet paper is going to cost more than the gold and the silver. Anyway, I'm old school, so I will make it without toilet paper if I have to. But you need some form of currency exchange in order to purchase your food and your supplies and your batteries and your water and your everything. Without food and supplies, you're not going to nourish your body, and you're going to be in a world of hurt. So think about what you need to do to protect yourself and your family. And I notice I say protect yourself and your family. In whatever way you're looking at that statement, that's up to you. I have my own recommendations and I have my own theory and philosophy, and I'll take care of myself and I'll take care of my family. But I'm making this video here because I just spoke with my friend, Miss Jeannie Morgan. We discussed in depth for 2 hours a whole array of subjects that she and I are going to be recording, and she and I are going to be disseminating accordingly very soon. And either you're going to be on my mailing list or you're not going to be on my mailing list. That is entirely up to you. If you don't believe in what I'm saying, please do your research. Pay attention to what you're doing. Get the supplies that you're going to need to last a minimum of 1 year. I think there's some religious groups that say you should have a supply of things that you need that will last you for 3 years. 3 years. Not just 1 year, not just 2 years, 3 years. Now, see, I can do it. Both hands. Do not put yourself short. make sure, I'm not trying to scare factor anybody, because I have no economic value in what's going on here. I have no economic value in your future, but I'm trying to help you see and open your eyes as to what's coming on and what's coming down the pike that some people don't, or some people elect not to look at. When I create this next document within the next few days between myself and Miss Jeannie Borgen, it's going to be in written form. And that written form is going to be disseminated to several hundred mailing addresses that I have been currently compiling. And if you're on my email list, I will email you a copy of what it is that we have, or what we're saying, in PDF form, so it can't be changed and manipulated. It won't be in a Word document. It won't be in an email. It'll be in a PDF attachment. What we have to say is very important. And we are not the only ones that are saying this. But what we're going to provide is what it is that we're seeing. I see things that I don't want to see. I hear things I don't want to hear. And then it comes to fruition where it actually is now happening. Years ago, I said that they should be doing a complete forensics audit. On the 2016 election. Because if they're doing it now, you know they were doing it then. It just didn't work out right. They had 4 years to manipulate this program. And it came real close to this time, almost crashing again. But they're getting it manipulated, pushed through. And now, because of these audits that are going on, the real information is coming forward as to how many dead people voted, how many ballots were duplicated, unofficial ballots were duplicated, how many minors voted that shouldn't have voted, the machines, the tabulations and the calculations of the machines were skewing these numbers, and that's already been proven. It's not my theory. It's already been proven in several different reports by a couple of different governmental agencies not being valid. And I was saying that in 2016. So with that being said, we're currently on 38 minutes and 58 seconds. Say God bless. Don't lose faith. Be prepared for yourself and for your family. And if you can help a friend and the friend needs help, do as much as you can without further injury to yourself or your family. So with that being said, I know that there are several different individuals that are posting on YouTube because some other multimedia is deleting their posts. So once I post this on Facebook, if you're real smart, go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And also, once I post this on Facebook, send me your telephone number if you want, your name, your mailing address, your email address, and your YouTube profile. Put a link to all of that so that when I do post another video, that notification gets sent to you one way or the other, and you're still able to gain access to that information. Because there is going to be stuff that people do not want out, do not want the society to know in general. And yes, I'm putting myself at risk because I'm bringing this to the forefront of society. But I, like some other individuals, I prefer to handle things on the legal factor. So if I really have to, I'll hire an attorney. I can afford an attorney. I don't want to have to because that's my money. I don't want to have to fork out retainers and all that other garbage, and I don't want to waste time in court because of a bunch of immature individuals can't handle the truth. But when somebody backstabs me, I come out of the cave. It's like you don't kick a bear in the cave when you don't know where the exit is, because that bear is not going to play nice. With that being said, we are looking at 41 minutes, 32 seconds, 35 seconds. And I say thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Your time is worth something. Your time is valuable. I do my best not to BS you. I do my best to provide you with information that is going to be factual and beneficial to your health and safety and security. I would like to do a totally different aspect of videos, which would be based on meditation, relaxation, holistic healing, stress management, self-awareness, and self-development, personal development. But that's not the space that I'm being put in at this point in time to be able to provide you with additional information. I was a certified master hypnotist. I was a certified hypnotherapist. I did hypnoanesthesiology. I did seminars. I did special talks. I did self-awareness programs. And that's where I like to do. Those are the things that I like to do. And the books, the 3 books that I am copying, and the 3 books that I am in the process of producing, will be based on my life's experience in the past 65 years. I'm 64, almost 65. A couple more months, I'll be 65. So I've been exposed to a lot. I've worked for many major individuals, prominent individuals in society. I've made them a lot of money. I'm comfortable. Life is not always a bed of roses, cake, ice cream, whipped cream on top. It's not all perfect like that. And the sooner some people realize that you need to develop your own self-awareness, you need to deprogram the garbage that was trained and embedded and pushed into our minds in order to be able to reprogram your desire and reprogram your interest to self-satisfaction and self-preservation. And so with that being said, once again, I say this is 44 minutes, 33 seconds. God bless everyone. Yes, I'm a Christian. Yes, I do believe in God. In actuality, I'm non-denominational because when you have a near-death experience, it puts a whole new light on things. And there's been several times that I have had to go into surgery and they don't want to do surgery anymore because they lose me when I'm on the surgery table under anesthesia. I'm completely, sometimes my system just shuts down. Then they have to fight to bring me back. So far, minimum of 6 different surgeries. That has happened to me. So in all actuality, I guess I could say I've had 6 near-death experiences. And each time when I leave this physical level of existence and I separate from the physical body and I move on, when I come back, I bring back more knowledge. I bring back more things that I've seen, more things I've experienced, more knowledge that has been given to me. I don't like this intuitive ability, but I've been told by prominent individuals that I have to give this information to you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it in the best way that I can come forward and provide that information to you on a large scale, because I can't touch base with every one of you out there in the world. Different nations or different people across the world are looking at my YouTube channel, and I appreciate that. I thank you for your time and your interest, because not only does this affect me in the United States, this will affect everybody in the United States. And you know darn good and well, if this affects everyone in the United States, this is going to be an international, global event that everyone will be affected in one way or another, just by the sheer economics. So please, like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that when I come back online and I post another video, which, like I said, I keep saying, I'm trying to do one every week, preferably, hopefully, and give you something new. Yes, sometimes I have to loop back around, like that individual in the White House is saying. Let me loop back around and cover that base. Well, she's searching for information. I'm providing you information. I'm looping back around, giving you more information, not trying to search it and then find it and then bring you back that information. My desire in life is to try to make life easier for everyone, not just myself. I walk out this door and I walk down the street or I drive downtown. I see homeless all over the place. If I could, I would help every one of them. But I can't fix the world. This is one of the ways that I can help you, the ones that are watching and listening. I can help you if you want to listen. I'm not telling you my way is the only way. I am telling you that my way is a way to help things get better for you and prepare the things that you need to put into place for yourself and for your future, and possibly for the future of your family. So like I said, today is February 6th, 2021. Right now it's approximately 9:53 p.m. And I say, God bless. Keep the faith in your Creator, in whatever Creator you believe, in whatever way you receive your blessings. Because I'm a firm believer that when Jesus sent his disciples out, he sent his disciples out 12 different ways. 2 disciples, 12 different ways. That's 24 different people going out in 24 different directions. You're going to have 24 different versions of what was said back then. And those 24 different versions could turn into 24 different religions. I'm not saying any one religion is correct, and I am definitely not going to be the one that says any one religion is wrong, unless it's extremely wrong in the name of whoever you want to say, I'm going to do bad. I don't agree with that. But sooner or later, the supreme creator of the heavens and the earth, whomever you want to label as, created everything. If you believe in the Big Bang Theory, okay, great, believe in the Big Bang Theory, but you're still getting your benefits from someplace. You're still breathing. You're still heartbeat. Your brain is making you, your subconscious brain is making your physical brain control your physical body. Where is that knowledge coming from? Just arbitrarily out of the wind? No, I don't think so. This spiritual body has separated from this physical body, and I've seen two different worlds at the same time. I know what's going on. I see what's going on. Sometimes you have to pull back the veil in order to look on the other side. But not a lot of people know how to do that. Astral projection and quantum jumping is hypothetically a way that you can do that. But not a lot of people can control that factor. I say, bless you, be blessed in whatever way you receive your blessings. Don't lose faith in yourself or your spouse. Love your kids, help your kids as much as you can. Take care of yourself, because without you, they can't take care of themselves in some instances. And if you help them, they will hopefully someday help someone else because of their morals and ethics based on your morals and ethics. Live right, have good morals, have good ethics. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. And I said, God bless. Have a great weekend. Today is Saturday. Have a great Sunday. Hopefully you're able to go to church, because some places, some cities, states, and counties don't permit church gatherings at this point in time, because they know that there is strength in numbers and they know that there is strength in prayer. Ask and ye shall receive. And God knows I've asked a few times and I've definitely received. God has been good. I will never deny God. And if you want to label God as Supreme Creator or All Supreme Being or however, okay, fine. As long as you believe in a Supreme Being that is higher than you. You had kids, they looked up to you as being their